Today, I have some writing tips for you to try at home with your child. Understanding the language that is used in the classroom to help your child progress as a writer can help you to further their growth at home. I hope you find this video helpful. At school, we use the Foundations Writing Grid to guide students with letter formation and letter placement on the lines. Each line has a name. We use the skyline, plain line, grass line, and worm line to describe where each uppercase and lowercase letter belongs on the line. For example, if I were teaching the students how to do a lowercase L, I would prompt them to start at the skyline and do a straight line down to the grass line and stop there. If I were to teach them how to make a G, I would prompt them to start at the plain line, come around touching the grass line, bringing it back up to the plain line, and then hooking it all the way down to the worm line. By using this language, I feel we can help students better navigate writing conventionally on the lines. If you're interested, you can find this writing grid and lined paper on my website with the tab that is listed as Foundation Resources. Next, we have our chart. This is a chart from one of our writing workshop units, which I find to be really helpful for remembering some of the most important things that writers do. And this is how we can make our writing easy to read. The first thing that our chart tells us is to leave spaces between words. In kindergarten, we call that finger spacing. So after you write your word, make sure you leave a finger space in between each one. Another important part of writing is making sure that our pictures help with the words. That means we need really detailed pictures. If your picture takes place outside, you should have the sky and the grass and all the things that you would see outside. If the picture or story takes place in your bedroom, you would want to have all the things that you see in your bedroom. So making sure to have really detailed pictures can help to make your writing easy to read. Next, we have write a letter for each and every sound. So that comes back to using our rubber band to stretch out the words. So picture you have a rubber band in your hand and you're stretching it out slowly. That's exactly how you would stretch out the words. So if I had the word bat, I would stretch it out by saying each and every sound. B-at, bat. And I would write down a letter for each and every sound that I heard. When I write down a letter for each and every single sound that I hear, that's called kid spelling. Sometimes we might miss a letter or two, but that's okay as long as we're writing down what we hear. Something that we're practicing is using capital letters to start a sentence. So each and every sentence should always start with a capital letter. And something else that always happens is at the end of every sentence, we have punctuation, either a period, exclamation mark, or question mark. The most important thing for parents to remember is that there's an evolution to writing. It's a process. Just think back to the very first day of kindergarten. This chart helps us to recognize our students' growth. If we take a look over here, you'll notice that writing really starts out as scribbles and symbols. Then it eventually moves on to conventional letters. Then we have pictures and labeling, S for sun. K, I hear the sound K, car. Even though it's not a K, that's all right. We're starting to label and write letters for the sounds that we hear. Then we use our environmental print, looking around the room, writing down words that we see. We're starting to form letters and words for sentences. and adding pictures with those words, eventually coming down to conventional sentence writing. So just remember, when you're writing, it's a process. Just take your time, try your best, get creative, and have fun with your writing.